All right, guys, bear with me while I get this all situated. Think we're good. Got my ring light on there. Got all of my notes for all the entries. And so, yeah, let's kick this off. It's going to be freaking awesome. So, super stoked about this. And let's hit it.
All right, Ben, we are recording, mate. Mustang Hunter D-SEMA custom competition. A lot of entries.
There was a lot of entries, guys, and I have to thank all of you for, one, participating in this. This is our third, but the D-SEMA is a huge, huge thanks to Brian Key for this suggestion of doing a SEMA style. So also with that, Julian over at Diecast DB, the founder, brought in Mini Car Realm, my buddy Matt, new buddies, I should say, and Ben over at Boy Racer Ben. If you guys haven't checked them out, be sure to do so. They got the Diecast podcast, and Boy Racer Ben is coming up to like 1 million subscribers based off of his races, his Fast and Furious shorts that he does. Both of these guys were freaking awesome, but also want to thank everyone for being so patient. This took a long time, so what we're reacting to is something I already edited for them. They didn't have these notes that I have. I have these 4 pages of notes. They didn't know who built what, completely unbiased, and they went through the ones that they wanted to highlight. So they're going to represent the Australian picks, and then we're going to do a US pick, which of course is going to be in my realm. And then we have some subcategories to that, so let's continue.
I was pretty surprised at how many entries there was. There's a big variety as well of some absolute Frankensteins, some wild creations, some Mad
Facts
Max type arrangements to, very much a, street type setup. Right through to some big trucks, all that sort of stuff. So that is quite the range.
A
few
cool
different scales as well. But yeah, you and I have sort of had a bit of a chance to run through and look at them all and sort of take them all in. Yeah, there's a few here that we'll, I think we won't have the time to run through every single one and talk to each of them, but there's certainly a few here that
these guys knocked it out of the park.
Were worth talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, unfortunately we couldn't go through them all, but we've picked a few highlights. Yeah, we'll give our opinions and yeah, like we said, unfortunately we couldn't pick them all. I think the final decision will actually come down to Mustang Hunter, but we'll point out a few of our favourites to potentially help with the decision making.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
not
I think
easy.
That's the idea. I'm sure you'll let us know if we're off track.
Yep, we've also had some entries, sort of photo quality. It was also hard to see the pictures clearly, so we just have to sort of emphasise that photo quality also in a competition like this, you need to be taking the best photos possible to help you, I guess. So there has been some that we've left out due to photo quality. So unfortunately, if that was one of your cars, we'll just probably leave them out for now and leave that up to Mustang Hunter again to judge.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, mate. Well, right at the top there, one of the ones that caught our eye was the blue Porsche.
Yeah, blue Porsche Hot Wheels casting. I think it may be the 930 potentially, 930 Porsche. Blue paint job, wheel swap. Yeah, paint job looks quite good. Stance looks good, nice and low to the ground. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, look, the stance was probably what got me. He's really done a good job of tucking those wheels. It's just a good clean custom, I reckon. No crazy decals, no crazy graphics. It's just a nice clean car. And it's probably how I would like to pick my Hot Wheels up from off the card, but they don't usually come that slammed.
Yeah, so that one's actually Asahi builder company who built that. The 993 GT2 custom lowered detailed, very clean. I agree with him. Just it's clean.
So kudos to him. He's done a good job there.
Yeah, I think the only thing that could have elevated it was potential using water slide decals for the lights, and in between the rear lights where it says Porsche as well, you can get water slides for that. Would have just elevated a little bit, just slightly more. But yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. Overall, pretty good. The next one there in the list there, mate, is what looks like a gasser. It's reaching for the sky. It's doing a stonker of a burnout. We do like our burnouts here in Oz. What do you reckon of this one, mate?
Yeah, it looks like, yeah. So we've got it's a Moon Eyes themed gasser, a wheel swap. Almost looks like it's on a raw body, so it's been stripped. So it's got that sort of patina raw look to it, with some Moon Eyes decals down the side. Yeah, don't mind that one. Yeah, just definitely going for that sort of more raw, sort of burnout rat rod look, I suppose.
Yeah. No, I thought it was a creative concept, something different. Rather than just taking a photo of it, which he certainly could have. It's really up there doing a wheel stand. It does make me wonder though, did he do something wrong on the back end of it?
So with that, like I said, they don't have the info of any of these builds. But this one was Charles Rudd. If you could follow him on IG as well. But this was a custom-made dynamic display with the Willy Smoke sculpture, super clean. It's his personal design, and I definitely like the way it just engulfs the back end of it. But yeah, this is the type of info they did not have, but really wanted to touch on that for you guys.
I thought, how am I going to fix this and still submit it? I know what I'll do. I'll have it doing a wheel stand on the burnout pad. But
they didn't know, guys.
Sure that was the intention.
Look, one of the videos that I've created is the Fast and Furious recreation where the Charger lifts off the ground and it does a burnout. I've had plenty of people comment and debunk it, saying that, it's impossible to do a burnout while it's on two wheels. That means, it's got traction. So technically it's impossible to be spinning the wheels well up in the air. Whether that comes
still clean,
still clean. That's not up to us.
No, but pretty cool.
I want to say that's the video that I started watching Boy Racer Ben, all his Fast and Furious stuff. Check him out, I'm telling you.
Certainly caught the eye. The next one on the list there that we thought was quite good was the Lamborghini. Looks like
this was a build from Bob.
Finish, and looks like it's a Liberty Walk Lamborghini with the gold wheels. Goodyear tyre riding on the tyres. Yeah, look, once again, just a nice clean looking custom.
Yeah, I think photo quality would have been a little bit better to have seen it up close. I think it may hide potential imperfections in the chrome paint, but obviously Lamborghini, outrageous paint jobs go perfectly on a Lamborghini, and I think a chrome paint job on a Lambo looks good. Just very hard to see the paint up close, but from what we can see, clean looking custom. Maybe would have looked slightly elevated if some of the plastic trims, the spoiler on the front, had it been cut off, just may have made it look a little bit cleaner, or even painted in chrome itself as well.
Yeah. And it looks like the same entrant has also put in the looks like Camaro. So the Camaro in the gold chrome, the popped up bonnet.
Yeah, gold chrome, popped up bonnet. What I can't tell is what casting this is, because obviously the pop-up bonnet, is it an RLC casting? Because
I don't know if it's an RLC either. It's one of Bob's specialties, is doing this type of paint job, and especially those wheels. I don't know that answer either, but it's clean.
Doesn't look like it's been cut. Yeah, is that? What are your thoughts? Is that a RLC casting, the Camaro?
I don't know, to be honest. I wonder if it is, but then at the same time, I know the Camaro. They actually brought out, like, even the very, very early Camaros they brought them out with a lift-up bonnet. So even the first 5 Boulevards, the Camaro has a lift-up bonnet, and it's not an RLC. It is possible that it's not an RLC and it had the lift-up bonnet from factory. But nonetheless, he's done quite a good combo here.
Look, and it's not easy to do a chrome paint job either. So anyone that does chrome paint jobs will know that it's not easy to pull off, and there's a fair bit of polishing involved. So I do actually like that. I like the chrome look. It's very similar to the latest Kato house that's been released in that sort of chrome, yellowy green colour. So
I see that.
I think it looks good, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's done a good job. Next in our list, there was I actually don't know what the truck is.
So clean.
It's got the big flatbed hanging off the back of it. He's got one photo there with a what is it, D6, Cat D6 on the tray. I presume that the truck and the trailer are part of the custom, because there's a few different photos there with that combo. Gooseneck trailer, I believe is what they call it. But yeah, I thought this was quite good. The paint quality across the truck and the trailer, it looked really, really good. Yeah, overall, really good sort of combo. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not sure what casting the truck is. The trailer.
So, since I have my notes here, that's what I'm looking down for. This was a build from Brian Phillips. He has IG and whatnot. It's at BMoney2020. But this piece right here, this is a freaking awesome one. So what he has right here is, this is a tow pig. It's a green light 2020 Yukon. No, sorry. It's a green light 2018 3500, and it is took him over a little over a year ago, piece by piece. So he did a full custom paint, trailer painted to match, the lift custom bumper, the toolbox, fuel cell, all that is custom fabricated, and it is freaking awesome. So he took a green light and made this masterpiece. Like, I don't know, this is sweet.
It's definitely the green light gooseneck trailer. It's a super cool trailer, and yeah, clearly custom painted on the trailer as well. So I think the paint looks quite good. Looks like he's done quite a clean job. Not sure if the tray on the truck is custom. Looks like it could be custom to make it flat so that you can attach the gooseneck to it. But yeah, something that, obviously being in Australia, something that you would almost expect to see, driving, in the southern states in the US, towing something. So yeah, probably a wheel change on the trailer as well. So yeah, I think it looks really cool. Nice combination there.
Yeah, he's done well. And it looks like the same gentleman has submitted now I don't know what this is. It's got Chev badges or Chev decals down the side. It's not a car that we've got here in Australia, but SUV nonetheless. A big American SUV in the gold color. Once again, paint seems to be looks pretty good across it. I like the wheel selection. It's slammed on some big deep dish wheels. Having a bit of a sort of a zoom up on the photos, it looks like he's got some big subs set up in the back. So yeah, it sort of looks like a bit of a custom show truck.
Yeah, so more info on this one. It's codenamed Daytona. It's a green light 2022 Yukon, and he has it slammed on a Hido House truck frame. Custom painted, full interior, and then of course you have the custom subs that he built in there for 415s. That is clean, man.
It's not really a truck, but it reminds me a bit of back in the Australian show scene, probably 15, even 20 years ago now. Someone did a Land Cruiser like this that was slammed with big deep dish wheels and things like that. So it reminds me of that a bit. But yeah, pretty cool. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, so obviously, yeah, we didn't get any of these Chevy SUVs in Australia, so it almost could be totally wrong, but looks like a Chevy Tahoe potentially. But yeah, obviously it's been slammed. It looks like a Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
it's been slammed down super low. Yeah,
green light.
Subs in the back. Paint job looks pretty clean. Even the lights look like they've potentially been painted on. The whole lot looks quite clean to me. It's hard to say if it's a Hot Wheels caster. I'm not familiar with this one, so it could be wrong. It could be
me either.
But yeah, I think overall it's done quite a good job.
I'm not familiar with it either.
Yeah,
it does. And also done a Bronco as well, by the look of it. It's the old school Bronco, but with the big lift.
Yeah, definitely. Again,
the OJ.
It's casting. Not sure if it has been custom painted or not.
So he calls this one Juice. It's a green light 93 Bronco. It's full custom lift sitting on RPX1 design wheels, and of course the custom bumper. It's clean. It's a pavement princess. It looks like this thing's never going to go off road, but it's a well built custom.
Potentially looks like a Green Rider or Johnny Lightning. Bronco. Obviously, yeah, the custom work's gone into the suspension lift kit and the wheels on the base. So I think they've done a really good job with the lift and the wheels.
Yeah, no, overall, it's a good-looking set, just taking it all in. They've done a great job with really all of them. So I'm presuming it's the same customizer with all three of those. But yeah, all of them look quite good. If I was
Brian
to pick
Phillips
of the three, I would actually pick that candy red truck with the flatbed on the back, gooseneck flatbed. Of the three, I reckon that one's the coolest of those three.
Yeah, absolutely. Just adding the trailer and customizing the trailer. It's a very clean looking truck, and yeah, for me, out of the three, that's my favorite there as well.
Next on our list there, we had a lowrider, something a bit different.
Yeah, so it looks like a Chevy Bel Air. I dare say it's potentially I think they're Greenlight, aren't they? These lowriders.
Could well be. Yeah, could well be. I know Greenlight did a lot of lowriders. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it comes from the Greenlight Lowrider series potentially. Looks really cool.
Is it a Bel Air?
Could be a Bel Air. Is it an Impala?
Yeah, 64 Impala SS from Greenlight.
Oh, Bel Air again. Not car. Look, it's hard for two Aussies to make the call on this as well, because they're not cars that we got in Australia.
It's fair.
So for us to call out all American
Very
cars,
true.
it's sort of it'd be the same as an American trying to call out Aussie cars, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely either a.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Impala. I think it's an Impala. Yep.
Yeah,
but yeah, looks really cool. I think the only thing that we've had a look at, it looks like it's potentially got sort of water slide decals on the side. At first glance, it looked like it was all custom painted. So I think if it had been custom painted, I think we'd award it higher points. But yeah, overall, I think it looks really cool. Do like a low rider, but yeah, not too sure how much work's gone into making it custom.
So the suspension is from Diecast Mafia. That's where the chassis is from.
Did the wheels hydraulically work like that already, or is that custom as well?
That's crazy. It wasn't.
Yeah, I think it's potentially comes like that. But again, I think that's one for our friends in the US to make the call on.
So that's when you know you have a good custom, is when we think that is how it came. This is a full custom, full paint job. Love the Van Gogh style paint, and then the hydraulics. I mean, it's a nice piece.
Yeah. The decals, while not painted, it would have been crazy if it was painted. But while not painted, it looks like it's like a Van Gogh sort of like a piece of art.
He's got it.
It looks in that sort of Van Gogh-esque. But anyway, yeah. Yep. Overall, an interesting take on a lowrider.
Yeah, definitely. And then I guess followed on, we've got a looks like an is it an F100 Patina tow truck?
I think so.
So this one's Tow Mater. It's a 62 Chevy that he did. I'm just going to keep referencing the notes for you guys, but it's slammed on Buckbuild's frame, custom paint, of course, and he wanted it to look like Tow Mater.
Yeah, I think so. Not 100% sure on that model, but I think it's an F100. I quite like this thing. I'm not a huge patina guy, but this is really cool, I reckon. I like the sort of the loose rope, going down to the the hitch on the back, and really sort of impressed me with the what looks like almost hydraulics, like a lowrider style of hydraulics on the front. I thought that was a cool take. It's pretty, it's not uncommon to see these things slammed.
Clean,
big wheels, deep dish wheels, but to see a bit of what looks like hydraulics in the front end was just a cool take on it, I thought.
It is a cool take. My only criticism is it's potentially too much patina. Almost looks like, the tow bars that, that would tow a car and look like they're that rusted that they could snap potentially while towing a car.
He's thinking in practical sense.
A little bit cleaner on the front with the lights as well.
I can see that.
Work and detail put into the lights on the front. But yeah, it looks good in the slammed patina look for sure. Just maybe a
looks
tiny bit
heavy.
Too much rust.
Looks really heavy.
Yeah, it certainly wouldn't pass roadworthy here on the Australian roads. But no, cool concept nonetheless for a standout for sure. Moving on to this little
Oh, here we go.
Ute. I believe it's a Hot Wheels casting. Was it the limited grip? I think that was the Hot Wheels casting.
Yeah, Hot Wheels casting, limited grip. This one's been custom painted in a metallic blue paint job, a gold wheel change, and they've done something different here with the front end. It looks like they've changed the front end with a cut from maybe a Fox body Mustang. I almost looked at it and thought to myself, again, American cars. I almost looked at it and thought, I thought Grand National potentially, but I think with that little scoop on the bottom,
yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah,
I think that's what's making me lean more towards Fox body Mustang.
My man. But yes, Fox body, it's the SVO front end, and I love this build.
Again, we didn't get the Fox body Mustang in Australia,
so
it's hard for us to call it.
I could just hear all the Americans going, what? How do these guys not know what that is?
Just getting absolutely slammed.
Yeah,
we won't slam you, because if it was the other way around, and you start throwing the Aussie Utes and Falcons, I'd probably be the same way too.
Yeah.
These guys they're hilarious.
What that front end is, but it's cool. It's cool nonetheless. Different. And I like the fact that it pops forward and you can obviously see the engine in there, which it looks like he's painted that all up as well.
Yeah, pops forward.
But yeah, I quite like the
pops forward, or it just he's just sat it in position for
I think
the
it does
photos.
pop forward.
But yeah, cool concept.
Very much so. Yeah, very much so. The overall piece, with it all together, looks like quite a cool design, I thought.
Look, obviously, being Australian, it almost looks, like we love our Utes, our pickup trucks, our sports pickup trucks. So we've got the Holden Utes with the V8s. This has got a V8 engine in it, a twin turbo.
Yep.
But yeah, still just a basic limited slip casting. Probably the only negatives I can see, there's a few paint chips. The photos are really good.
Yeah.
So the paint chips really stand out in the photos. That's all.
Super clear photos, though.
Yeah, I was just about to say before you said about the we like our Utes. I was just about to say this looks like something that you would see at Summer Nats.
Yeah.
Which just a bit of a custom wild thing, and just doing circles on the burnout pad.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, very very cool idea.
All right, let's move on.
What do we got next, mate?
We've got a Porsche front end. It looks like a 911 Porsche front end, and it's been joined with it's a fantasy car, Hot Wheels casting.
It's wild
Don't know
looking.
the name of it.
It's wild.
And it's got a tray back.
So stretched.
Yeah, quite a funky custom.
If you guys haven't noticed, these builds are from Eric over at Diecast Car. So crazy mind of blending two different things together is awesome.
It's been joined together quite well. Look, not my taste. I definitely
is. Yeah.
I don't think I'd be driving this one around town, but yeah, quite a cool creation.
Yeah, it's a wild looking thing. I mean, you can sort of see the engine has been tucked in underneath the tray, just behind the cab. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting concept. It's one of those
Very interesting.
It's one of those castings, or one of those customs, I should say, where it's the unlikely mixed with the unlikely. Yeah. It's a bit of a Frankenstein in that sense, but cool.
I mean, mentioning it too, it is quite fitting, being a Porsche, having the engine in the rear, that the engine is at the rear of this one, so it is quite fitting. That's quite cool. Yeah, for sure.
We've also got a wide.
This one's nice.
And when I say wide, really wide, gold F40. What's your thoughts here, mate?
Look, this thing looks like a bit of an hourglass, doesn't it? It's wide at the rear, wide at the front. Bit of a wild creation. Almost reminds me of a quite a well-known customizer. I'm trying to think, something Star on Instagram.
So this is actually a Z-Class diecast. These cars right here, I'll let them talk to it, but Yeah, these are sweet.
Does some really cool wide body custom cars. Look, in all honesty, the decals that they've put on, the paint job, the metallic gold, they've done a really good job. Even painting the I'm even looking at the tail lights on this F40 at the rear, and it almost looks like they're semi-lensed the way they've been painted. It's hard to tell what they've actually done. It's like they've put dots of almost red glue on the rear to make it look like lenses, which is a really cool touch.
All right, since he brought that up, those are actually rubies in those taillights. Rubies, guys. And of course, this is 24 karat gold plated. And the wide body, based from my notes from Z-Class, it is a Sakura wide body, turbo 164 wheels, the rubies, of course. And yeah, it retails at $500. This is an insane Ferrari.
Yeah, whatever he's done there, it has the right effects, that's for sure.
A lot of work put into the stance as well with those tires. Yeah,
that's for sure. That's for sure.
A lot of work. Paint job's immaculate. So
yeah, probably the only thing that I don't like is the size of the Ferrari badge on the front. There's just something about it that's a little bit off for me. But it's probably very difficult to find the right size badges, especially when it comes to Ferrari. But
I guess if you look at the scale of that compared to the steering wheel, that badge would probably be like the size of my face, almost.
But yeah, that was the only thing that sort of stood out to me. I was like, it just looks too big or something. I don't know, something off about it.
Yeah, look, it might be
that's the shield, and the shield doesn't go there.
Look, you've got to give credit where credit is due, and a wide body car to build the body kit. There's a fair bit of skill involved, and obviously the gold paint job, it is quite immaculate. It looks like it's been airbrushed. The metallic looks great. So yeah,
24 karat gold leaf.
So yeah, well done.
Yeah, and I dare say it's probably the same creator that has done this awesome gold Rexy.
We'll call it Roxy, hey? We're going to call it Roxy.
It's got the...
It's Roxy for sure, but yeah, same builder, Z-Class, man. This is wild.
Roxy, yeah. It's got the pink, yeah. Fair point. What are your thoughts here, mate? I reckon this thing's outstanding.
Yeah, again, obviously, you'd have to guess it's the same customizer. I can't tell if they've done a wide body on this or not. I'd have to the casting in front of me to compare. But yeah, once again, a lot of work gone into this one. Paint job again, I think, yeah, maybe they've had a bit of gold paint to get rid of. But regardless,
24 karat gold, I'm pretty sure he's very, very cautious of how he uses that. But like I said, guys, Ben and Matt didn't know this info, but it's wild to look at this.
Yeah, paint job's immaculate. Look, even you look at the detail on the headlights there.
Yeah,
they are lensed. I believe the headlights are part of the window.
Those are 1.2 carat diamonds.
Whatever they've done,
real diamonds,
given it like a crystal look, and
nuts.
Looks really awesome. Yep, definitely love these.
Really
both
does.
Customs. You can tell a lot of work's gone into it, and they've got a lot of skills.
That car retails at $1,000. It's probably because of the gold and the real diamonds in the headlights. Just insane.
The application of the decals, against the gold body, I think that looks really, really good. They've done a really good job.
Yeah, I think picking Roxy over Rexy was potentially the right choice. I think the pink pops out on.
Hold on, guys. I gotta get comfortable. Still sitting on this hard floor.
Gold, so yeah, awesome choice. Where they've definitely agree with that one.
The next one I had on my list was the six-wheeler Civic.
Here's Eric's again.
Pretty crazy. Not something that I've ever seen before. How about yourself?
Can't say I've
ever seen a six-wheeler Civic?
Six-wheeler Civic. So this is the Honda Civic SI casting Hot Wheels. Look, it's hard to tell. The photo isn't the clearest on our end, so it's hard to see the paint job. Cutting cars up, joining them to make six-wheelers like that. There's a fair bit of work involved. Look,
not easy.
100%. Did it come with a spoiler sunroof?
It does. The SI Civic has No, that sunroof is part of the standard SI Civic casting.
Okay, yeah, righto, yep.
Yep. So I'm not sure what they've done to
There you go. Yeah.
add the wheels in, the little bit of extra length, but yeah, they've done a good job. Like I said, it is hard to see the paint and the finer details on this one. Yeah, would I drive a six-wheel Civic around the street? Definitely not. But yeah,
especially front-wheel drive.
Not a bad custom.
And look, that's the joy of doing a custom, is you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next one there, mate, is there's what looks like a few Chevy C10s in the pictures that I've got.
Eric does some cool stuff.
A green one and a white one with flames. Now, each of these is quite good, I thought, and all uniquely different. The one with the flames, I thought it was really good how he's etched the bonnet into the flames that you could see through into the engine bay. The green one has a chopped roof and like a convertible C10, which is something different. And then the gold one looks just like a very clean Chevy C10, some nice big chrome wheels on it. The paint job looks quite cool. A bit of a shadow effect down the side of it. All of them.
Yeah, it looks a little Louis Vuitton. Looking at it up close, very cool how he shadows those on there, but super clean trucks.
In fact, had sort of different patterns and things that were sort of shadowed into the paint from what I could see. So yeah, all in all, very creative and something different. I thought they were worth a mention.
Absolutely, and I think you failed to mention this. I can see it on the one with flames. So yeah, like you said, there's actually a fair bit of work that's gone into cutting that bonnet, the flames into the bonnet. So yeah, well done there. You can see the engine details underneath. You didn't actually, I don't know if you saw it, but it's actually got LED headlights.
Yeah, super cool.
Which is a super cool feature there.
Yes.
There you go.
Look, I really like the.
They've done really well like that.
The gold pickup. Look, the paint's not perfect. It's got a semi patina feel to it with some imperfections in the paint, but I really like. They've got like a I don't even know, a bit of a pattern through the paint, and I think that's really cool on the side of the truck, how they've got that pattern effect sort of crosses through the side of the truck. I think that looks really cool. Yeah,
it's done a similar thing. There's sort of like a similar pattern through the top of the green convertible one, where it's got like a wavy line through it. So yeah, really cool effect. And with all three of them, a fair bit of detail, just little bits and pieces added that you probably wouldn't pick up. It's sort of the longer you look at them, the more you pick up.
Green one's my favorite.
Was the this one's a custom. It's the original casting. It's a Hot Wheels, I believe, custom Camaro, 68 Camaro custom. Pretty cool casting to start with, but it looks like it's had a little bit of a modification done to it. So the original one has these two sort of lips that come off the rear. They run parallel with the car, and it looks like this has had a more refined spoiler added to the car.
Yeah, this is Pete from Old Man Diecast. His customs have always been one of my favorites to see, and I'm glad he's in this one. This is an awesome Camaro.
Make it look a little bit more like a Camaro. I think they've done a really good job with the spoiler on the rear, and it adds to the whole car and makes it look a lot better than the original casting. Not to mention we've got the turbos that come out the side with the exhaust, and that is an original part of the casting. However, it looks like they've added some metal pipes into the turbos to actually make it a metal and more of a pipe look, a realistic pipe look out of the side. I think they've done really well just with the modifications to the casting. They've got the 427 Chev sticker next to the engine. It's almost got a bit of a Golf vibe with the stickers on the side. I know it's not Golf, but it's got a orange 76 stickers on the side. The paint looks really good, Spectra Flame sort of a look.
Looks amazing.
Yeah, I think they've really nailed this one. I think it looks great. Probably only one imperfection I can see, and that's the tail lights. I think the tail lights look a little bit sloppy compared to the rest of the car. But
the whole car
overall,
looks nice, though.
I really like this one. I think it looks great.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. This one was a real standout for me as well. I actually didn't realise your Hot Wheels knowledge is a bit up on mine. I didn't realise that this was, the base model, I guess, or the one that he's built it off of was this customised already. But he's really he's made it better. I feel like I like the duckwing spoiler on the back. The Union oil livery is cool. Paint job looks really good. Look, yeah, all in all, it's a great sort of finished product. It's the sort of custom that I think you'd be pretty happy to sort of feature in a collection.
Look, you can even see the sort of the base, the diffuser on the front and the side skirts. Those pieces originally plastic from the base of the car. So they've gone the extra effort to even paint the plastic base as well in the same color.
Absolutely, so that's a nice
touch.
Been
a lot of effort put into this casting. So yeah, I think they've done a really good job.
Next on the list, there was
another build from Eric.
I don't know what original casting this thing was. It looks like
Eric. It's fair to say that they highlighted these. So they like your customs. This is awesome.
It's a rat rod of some sort. The roof has been chopped pretty heavily, and there's not much that's not custom about this thing. I like the combination of colours that have been used on it. The copper on the wheels against the blue body of the car, and then just touches of gold throughout the engine.
Wheels are nice. I like the wheels.
Panels sort of sitting on the back. What are your thoughts, mate, on this one? It's quite creative.
It is, yeah. Even the blue on the spokes of the wheel match the car. Almost looks like the engine and transmission are probably sitting in the center console of the car.
Yeah.
Would not be easy to
pretty
drive.
Creative. Probably my favorite sort of rat rod / Mad Max sort of themed.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The lot. Yeah, pretty cool piece.
Reminds me of the Batmobile. Seems like something that Bruce Wayne would definitely drive.
Yeah, I'll probably be with you there.
Roll on to the Datsun 510 we're having a look at now.
It's my buddy Chad.
It is the 510 wagon, and it is in a purple color. It almost looks like a replica of the original Datsun, but done rather than a maroony purple into a deeper purple.
So like I said, guys, they didn't know any of the info on these builders, what was done to the car. They're just looking at photos and just reviewing them. And what my buddy Chad did on this one, these are just dyed. He just dips them, dyes them, and it comes out looking like this. It is clean. If the tampos were removed, I think it would just look so good, because you can see that like dark blue metallic still pops through. It's clean.
The Datsun decals over it. What are your thoughts?
I really like the livery design that they've gone for here. It's subtle, as in if you at first look, if you weren't sort of familiar with the Hot Wheels casting, you might just think this is how it came.
It did,
but there's
they don't know
little
that.
Details that have been put into this thing. The livery is quite creative. I like that. And
it's double stamped too.
Just little, I guess, Easter eggs as well on the interior. Fair bit of detail to the seats and that
nice
sort of
touch.
thing. And there's even a little skateboard sitting in the back of the wagon, which I thought was cool.
Custom exhaust on the back as well, by the looks of it.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Looks like the stance has been slightly lowered as well, which is cool.
Definitely looks like it's just about tucking those wheels at the back. Yeah, it looks really good.
Awesome.
Next up on my list here was there was an olive green, I want to say, but also in like a chrome, almost like a Spectraflame Mustang. No bonnet on the front, almost like a replica Redline.
Yeah, so this is Anthony B, also known as Car Spotter. So this is his '68 Boss Haas, and I don't think he did any wheels on this one. I think this is how it came. Could be wrong though.
Type wheel, but yeah, the photos weren't great. It'd be awesome if you could see a little bit more detail there. Quite a cool looking car. What were your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, it looks like a fastback Mustang again. Got the engine coming out, a chromed.
Hold on, guys. Oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. My back is killing me. All right, hold on.
Green olive, sort of a yellowy olive green color, chrome car. So potentially a fair bit of work going into that one, but might need some clearer photos.
Yeah, it certainly made it difficult.
I think that's
but from what
factory
we can see,
release.
Quite good. It looked like there was potentially a fair bit of effort that's gone into that.
We have the Corvette C8 ZR1, isn't it? Now this must be a Greenlight collab, I guess.
Yeah, he is right. He is spot on in that. So this is from Rock Kicker. This is a factory released C8 in this hyperchrome green. He did the card art for Greenlight for this expo, and his artwork is amazing. He's really known for these color swirls and doing picture frames and all that stuff. I really want him to do one of mine for Ruby, but I need to find another casting. But yeah, this is a factory Greenlight release collaboration that he did for the card art. He designed it, and I think it's a really nice showcase.
It's a hard one. We're having a look at it here, and you know, we've got the photos. Not too sure if it's a custom. We were kind of discussing this a little bit earlier, but it's you know, obviously it's been entered in the competition, so you'd have to think that it's a custom piece.
It really does. It almost, I mean, that kind of alludes to how good it is in respect to we're sort of doubting whether it is a custom. It's hard to find imperfections.
Your hunch is right on, my dude.
That you'd buy off the shelf. But yeah, really well done. That chrome green.
The packaging, we've got a photo of the packaging as well, and it's an expo piece, so from some sort of exhibition. Yeah, look, not enough details for us to make the call right here, right now, but if it is a custom, it's a insane paint job.
Yeah, I mean, look, they could well be throwing us off the trail by doing up a card to go with the custom.
I love the conspiracy. I love it. But no, he designed the card art for this expo. It's just cool. It's a really sweet piece. But I love their reactions to this.
So who knows? Nonetheless, though, it really is a very nice custom if that's indeed what it is. Next, we had
Buddy Ryan,
awesome looking Chevy C10. This thing looks as though it's in the original blue that it came from, so it's a sky blue, but it's had what I would say is just the right amount of patina.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of attention to detail with this thing. There's customization from really the ground up. It's been pulled right apart, and a lot of thought and effort has gone into the finished product here. What's your thoughts here, mate?
Look, I really like the wheels. You know, the black painted into the back of the tray. It's a little bit, you know, not refined along the edges, but I think that's how the truck's supposed to look. And I think the
super clean
/ you know, scratched, worn out pieces. Everything is in exactly the right place, and I think it just the realism of the patina. I really like this one. I think it's just a really cool piece.
Yeah, and Ryan, he hasn't customized. I think this is maybe his first or maybe second he's customized. And I think he knocked this out of the park because it does look super realistic. It's got the right amount of your normal road wear, especially over the fenders, the hood. Yeah, he did this one really good.
You know, even the you know, the seatbelts that are painted on the inside, you know, they're not perfect, but looks really good. I think the rim choice is perfect for it as well.
Yeah, one of the things that really stood out for me, was, like I said before, a lot of little details, but the rear
It's so
shot,
detailed.
where you can see the back tailgate is like that back tailgate is perfect for a well-weathered, well-used C10. They've really captured. It's a workhorse, you know. It's the daily.
The workhorse,
and
I
feel
like it.
They've really captured it with this custom.
Definitely a good creation out of just a basic mainline Hot Wheels. Awesome job.
Yeah, and a nice touch putting it back onto the original card.
I love it. I love when customizers do that.
Absolutely.
Now, in the same vein, another C10.
Another one by Pete.
That really stood out for us was the is it Popcorn Sutton, which I'm not familiar with the brand, or even if it is a brand, or if it's just made up to look like a brand. But it looks as though it's a whiskey of some sort or something like that. Really like the wheel choice on this one, and the decals, etc., all the way around are really well done. Probably my only criticism is I'm not a huge fan of the green window, but yeah,
fair.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the car itself, it almost looks, I don't know Popcorn Sutton, small batch recipe, but you'd have to assume it looks like it's a real kind of, Tennessee whiskey, I guess. But look,
you got to let us know, because I'm not familiar with that brand, but you got to let us know. It's got to be a whiskey or something. It's got the 3 X's on there. It's got to be.
You look at the car and it kind of looks like a bottle of whiskey in a way, doesn't it? The gold wheels look really good, match it.
Yeah.
And my thoughts exactly, it would have been nice if they were able to find a donor window from another C10 with, clear or tinted windows just to match it. I think, the green kind of, the green windows is the big downfall of this custom. But I think it's a well put together custom, and I think it looks the part. I think it's supposed to envision a bottle of whiskey, and that's exactly what it does. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's been very well done. It looks like from the same creator.
Sounds nice.
Another one to be, and forgive me for not knowing this model, but it looks to be a Galaxy or a Mercury, something along those lines.
It's the Hirohata Merc. Freaking clean.
The paint on this thing is amazing. It's like a red, but it's got an awesome sort of marble texture to it, and then it's been overlaid with a flame design, which really suits that era and style of car. What's your thoughts on this one, mate?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there, and with the white walls on the rims just to polish it off, I think it's a well put together custom. I think it might be a Ford Mercury potentially. I'm not 100% sure on this Hot Wheels custom.
I don't know what my daughter's doing upstairs, but let me text her real quick. Text the wife to tell her to not be so loud. I think she got it. I don't hear no screaming. All right, let's resume.
But I think it does look like a Mercury, doesn't it? But I think you nailed it with the paint job. Quite a nice sort of marble effect, between metallic red and dark red. But yeah, looks good.
Yeah, 100%. Alrighty, Ben. So we have talked about a few of these cars, some really good customs in here. Can't possibly talk about them all. We just don't have the time. There's such a huge amount of entries, which is great. It's great to see that the custom world is alive and well. But it's come to that point, mate. We really need to give Mustang Hunters a bit of a hand here and at least pick our top 3. So where are you at, mate? What would you say is at least one of the cars in that top 3 for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty hard, in all honesty, to pick a top 3, but I think we may have come to a decision. And the first one from my top 3, I will be going with the Chevy C10, the Patina edition. So slightly, I think as we mentioned before, Patina's done really well. It almost looks like it is a rusty old truck. I think they've just absolutely nailed the Patina. The finer details, the hand-painted pieces, could have been a little bit more attention to detail in those, but overall, a great-looking truck. And for me, the worn-out Patina is the highlight of that truck for me.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. Well, I'm on the exact same page. The overall package that has been delivered with this one, he's really nailed it, and that's why it's up there in our top three. A second one that's quite high on our list is the Union 76 Custom Camaro. This is up there just because we can appreciate the amount of work that has gone into grabbing what is already a custom from Hot Wheels and, in our opinion, making it a ton better. What's your thoughts on that one, mate?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty impressed with the blue chrome paint finish. As we've talked about before, not easy to get a chrome finish when creating custom cars. A few little blemishes on the bonnet by the looks of it in the paint, but won't let that take away from the car. Really like how it's been modified on the rear wings. Again, taking a custom casting and just making it even more custom. And I really like the addition of the exhaust pipes that come straight out of the turbos out the side. Yeah, well put together piece. Decals could be a little sharper. The water slide decals that have been used could be slightly sharper. But yeah, overall, pretty impressed with this one.
Yeah, it's a great little package. I think that deserves to be up there.
Yep.
And the last one for us, I think, is the Porsche, the Roxy,
Oh, there we go, Z-Class.
Roxy in this case. This has clearly had a significant amount of work that's gone into it.
A lot of work, guys. I mean, look at this. The top three chosen for Australia. We got the truck, the Camaro, and the Porsche. This is awesome. It's awesome to see that they made it for the top three. But let's see. Let's continue.
It's not just the exterior, the paintwork, the stance of the car, as well as the interior. This whole thing has been reworked. Something that has been a very popular model right across the Diecast world, and then just reimagined it. What's your thoughts of that one there, mate?
Yeah, as talked about prior, paintwork looks amazing. It's got, a beautiful gold paint job. The decals look great. The sparkle flake through the paint looks really good. For me, the wheels, there's been a lot of work put into the wheels, and by the looks of it, getting them to roll. However, I think the tyres stick a little far out the side. That's probably one negative. After a little bit of further review, we have actually noticed that it looks like the headlights actually appear to have crystals built into them as well, which is
1.2 carat diamond,
very
man.
Unusual,
That's
but also very cool.
Very unusual.
Addition to the custom. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of work has gone into this custom, and I dare say there's quite a lot of hours put into it.
Absolutely. Yeah, look, the crystals for the headlights is something different. Never seen that before. But I like the effect that it gives.
Like I said earlier, guys, Z-Class is the only one in the world doing 24 karat. He also does sterling silver custom, but he does rubies and diamonds in nearly every single custom he does. That is just insane.
It looks like there's crystals in the mirrors as well. Almost like where there would be potentially like an indicator light or something along those lines.
I don't know.
But anyway, overall, if you had to pick a single car, that's our top three, but if you had to pick a single car as your number one custom from this competition, what would it be?
This is on obviously on a very level, I guess. Judging still goes through Mustang Hunter's vigorous process. But personally, a favourite, I will be going with, it's a tough one. I'll be going with the custom Camaro. Purely just, I really like the rear spoiler, how
Congrats, Pete, on that.
Modified to make a custom car even more custom. And like I said before, I just absolutely love those pipes that come out the side of the turbos. Yeah, absolutely nailed it there. How about yourself? Best car. Matt from Mini Car Realm.
Let's see what he has.
What's your favourite car?
Yeah, look, of those three, if I had to pick one as the number one, the crown jewel, For me, I would have to go with a Porsche.
Nice.
I think the Porsche is it just stands out the most for me. It's the wildest creation of the three, in my opinion. And
insane.
To me, it looks like to me, it has the most amount of imagination, and it also, it's also, picking a top number one. A lot of that has to do with personal preference as well. And this is my style of car, so that would be mine.
Yeah, absolutely. Personally, it was a bit of a battle for me between these two cars to pick one. So yeah, a very worthy entrant. Both cars, like we said, we're looking forward to seeing the results.
That is nuts, guys. The two number one picks for Australia, the custom Porsche and the 68 Camaro. I love it, man.
And the outcome of the competition. And thanks to Mustang Hunter for inviting us along to be a part of the competition.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure, and we look forward to seeing who claims the top prize.
And who takes home that massive cash prize kitty at the
end. There is a cash prize, right? Mustang Hunter, is that right?
These guys are hilarious. If I could do a cash prize, I would. But there's something in the works, guys. There is something that I'm gonna work on. I love these guys so much.
Cash prize.
I think it's I think we're looking at $10,000, I believe.
Oh, 10. Yeah, right. This part's never gonna make it.
I love that they think I was going to remove that from here, but I'm keeping it in there just because it's fun, guys. Like this is the part of the hobby that needs to live on. The customized world is totally separate from the collecting, but at the same time, they're still one. And I just love the fun that they had doing this. And just a huge thanks to Ben and Matt for, taking the time to go through all the cars. Literally, a lot of cars were sent in, a lot of photos, and they picked their number one, their top three, but their number ones for Australia. That is something. That is something. Congrats.
Very good. We feel very privileged to be a part of this competition. Thank you to all those who entered, and thank you to Mustang Hunter for having us on as guests.
Absolutely.
Apologies for our lack of knowledge around some of the models, but it's been fun.
Absolutely. Thank you. Cheers.
All right, guys. So that was that part of it. So yeah, like they said, like they didn't have the info with any of these customs, but we are going to go with the rest of the cars that were entered, and we will just pull these up, and we will just scroll on through for you guys. Hopefully these are going to be big enough for you. Hopefully. I'll have to adjust it as it goes. But right here we have the Honda Civic SI. And I have my whole list of cars I need to go through. But this is from Jake Hood. This is let's see, he has the Honda Civic. It's just a wheel swap. But very clean. I will say those wheels look really nice on there. Fits the fender well. So simple wheel swap goes a long way. And this color is very nice. You don't see too many customs of using the blue. A lot of them are the black ones, the gold ones, or even the white ones with the black hood. But it's clean. I like it. And then he also did the Porsche, which is the anniversary. Another just a wheel swap. I think the gold looks good. It ties in the livery on this one. I will say I wish there was some detail on it. But you guys know I love a simple wheel swap, and this one makes the car a lot better. I wish I had the picture for it, but I think it's a well done wheel swap. I think the wheel choice was nice. Looks like the back ones are silver and gold, and the front ones are all gold. Let me see. Kind of looks like it. Zoom back in here. Yeah, it kind of does look like it is. So next one from him is the 82 Toyota Supra, a multi-spoke in white, just another basic wheel swap, very clean. This one has really nice taillight tampos anyways, so you really don't need to do a full custom on it. I mean, it's pretty much fully done unless you wanted to do like a recolor or maybe add a wing, maybe a front splitter. But it looks good. It's a very clean one. And then of course we have the Shelby GT350R. This one just has the 6-spoke real riders on there. You guys know I love this tooling. Again, I wish we had some headlight taillight details, but either way, it's a really good entry. This one goes back to Asahi Builder Company, who has this beautiful NSX. He did the front license plate, which is laying on the dash, which is a nice touch. We've seen that on the, is it the R32 or 33 Premium? You had the license plate laying on the dash, and I think that was a really nice touch. You can see he did some hood panel details where it's a little bit darker to where it looks like it actually opens and the headlights look like they flip up. Very nice stance to this one. Love the wheel choice. Red and white, always a good pick. 1990 is the license plate. I wonder if that's the year you were born. Let me know. This one's the Lamborghini Gallardo, I think it is. Oh no, Murcielago, sorry. Beautiful green custom paint right here. He did some headlight details. You got the, looks like gold split 6-spokes. Very clean exhaust details. I like it. And I do like that color green. It's almost like a Jaguar green, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know. It's a really nice color. This one he actually took apart and did a detail on. And this one is the Nissan Maxima, which I should have known that, but he said he did the roll cage, of course. You can see that, the decals. And it might be the windshield. I don't know. Maybe the windshield banner comes with that. I'm too familiar. Actually, you know what? This is a full custom paint. So yeah, the decals are very, very close to the Liberty Walk. So I'm noticing it now because I can see the white around the Nissan. Yeah, that is a full custom livery. Wow, did not notice that when I was looking at the photos on the phone. And then of course this RX-7 is super clean. I love that color. Same thing, license plate. This one's 1995. Okay, I know what he did. 1990 for the NSX was the year of the car. This one he has 1995 for the 95 RX-7. Nice. I like that. That's a nice touch. This one's lowered. I mean, detail too. This is clean. And then right here you have it at a fuel pump. It looks like. Yeah, it looks like getting some gas. That is a nice stance. And then this one, going down my list, this one is Dude Collects. This is his Nissan R34 Custom with working LEDs. It's kind of hard to see in here. Let's see if we can zoom in on this. Yeah, it's got the LEDs in there. What else? Let's see if we can zoom out a little bit. Come on. So yeah, really cool. This one, I think that's the original deco. You just got a wheel swap. He did a red hood. It's like red glass and a red wing. It's very clean. It's very, very clean. Nice custom. Definitely like the LEDs, and you can see it kind of shining through the fender there. You got the F40, very clean. You can see some nice details underneath that. You can see it right there. Those wheels are pretty much what you see on the new Super of the F40. And then here's a side shot of it. It looks very factory, and I think it should have came like that. Hopefully, it would be nice to see this come out as a premium like this, with those wheels on there. And then you got the 68. This is a flying custom. He did the same exhaust details, some tail lights. I definitely have those wheels for my customs, and you can see his lineup in the back with that really clean LED headlight coming through that skyline, just sitting there parked. Nice. Definitely do like it. Got some yellow headlights. And then this one is not a fan. This is a custom Nomad. He chopped the back off. It's very like something you would see sitting in a junkyard, you know, like, I mean, his background, you can see he does a lot of customs. You got some extra wheels there. And a Nomad, I've never seen a pickup truck Nomad, but I think that's actually a unique design. And And then he did the same thing on this one. He chopped the top off of this, I think it's a 180SX, yeah, Type X convertible. And he did almost like if it was a drift car, and you have some road rash right here. You can see it even on the fender, some exhaust details. Yeah, even on this side. So I don't know if that was intentional, like you're trying to make it a drift car, or it's still a work in progress, but I think it looks sweet, convertible like that. Definitely love the wheel choice. And yeah, you do have the hood. It's a little worn, so it's giving me the impression that you wanted it to look like that, like it's a full car that's still being built. So a work in progress type of build. So this one right here, this one is, where's my little notes here? Okay, this is J McDonald's. You got this beautiful, beautiful Mustang, and I love those wheels. I mean, it looks like a solid two-piece. You got the rotors and calipers in the back. So this one, yeah, it's just a bearing wheel, and paint match to match the car, and that looks so good. That looks really, really good. So a big fan of that. And then of course you have this one, which is this is a 3-window. It's the ZZ Top. I think there's more pictures of that one. Let's go to it. Yeah, this one's got the Krager style wheels. I hate jumping ahead of those other pictures. Sorry guys. But that looks great. I've had that casting in the collection as well. But going back a couple, let's see. This one's the Kaido House. This one is actually, it's number 149. It's a 4x4 wagon in purple. It's base swapped with another Kaido House lowered 4x4. It's actually super clean. So I don't know what the original one looks like, but I am digging that. Really digging that. I'm really hoping that while I'm doing this on-screen stuff, you guys can see it really well. But you have the really nice ad van. There's a lot of detail on this one. And then you have this one with the Lilo and Stitch deco. This is actually a 3-window 34, repainted, and the water slide decals were added, and the wheels were also swapped. So I think we have a couple shots of it. Yeah, the Stitch. Here's the side shot of the Mustang. Yeah, these are freaking nice. I like them. I will say the Mustang's probably my favorite, but that's me being biased. But the ZZ Top 3-window is also a heavy hitter, I'm sure, with a lot of you guys. I mean, that is clean. Can't go wrong with some redline real riders like that. And then another shot of the Kaido House. Thing is nice. That wide body looks so good. There's another zoom up of the 3-window custom. From this picture, it looks like it is a pearl white with Stitch on the side. So very, very cool. You got some steelies. Doesn't look like they're real riders. They look like the mainline wheels. But another shot of the 68, and then this Tacoma. This one right here, this one was actually, let's see, it's a 2020 Toyota Tacoma, bearing wheels. They're off-road wheels, but they are bearings. 3D printed bed cover, you can see it in that one. And then he filled in the sunroof and hood scoop to represent the 2016. So that is cool. Look at that. Man, that's clean. Those wheels look really good, and I do love that tonneau cover. That he 3D printed. That is nice. That is well done. This is Iggy. Should have remembered that. This is the 65 Mustang 2+2. You guys know this is one of my favorite castings from Hot Wheels. And he added a massive wing, and this one was off of, man, I didn't have the, yeah, I don't have the thing of the where he got the wing off of. Man, I can't talk today. Very nice wheels. You got a motor sticking out. It's a really fun build in my opinion. I don't know if the Pennzoil and Champion was something new. Looks like, yeah, everything on there is custom. So got the Hot Wheels flame that he added, details, the wheels, and I don't know. I'm a fan of the wing. I'm a fan of it. It's massive. It's definitely a rally size wing, but I don't know. It works. It works for me. I dig that one. This one is another one that he submitted. It's the Boss 302, and he did custom paint on the motor and wheels for this one. And this one is, let's see, I gotta look at my little notes over here, guys, because there's a lot of info. So yeah, he just did painted wheels and engine block for this one. It's a Maisto. Very nice detail. It's one of those exaggerated tune releases that they did. And I will say the engine detail, I don't know if it came chrome or not, but I do like the color match with the wheels. This is another one that he added the flames on. I think the flames look wicked. At first, I thought it was an original release, especially you got the moon eyes. The wheels on there look really clean, but I will say the flames was a really nice addition. I will say it looks like he had a hard time maybe cutting it around the fender, but overall, when you look at it, it's a super clean car, and it's definitely one that I would like to add to the collection if I had found one like that, or if he can build one, I'd definitely buy one off him. So you got the massive freaking exhaust pipes coming out the back, and then the stripe work looks good too. Here's the front shot of that massive motor. This one right here is my buddy Chad. This was an interesting build. I think it was a, let me see, what car was this one? It's a Dodge Diplomat originally, and he did a full post-apocalyptic zombie build. I absolutely loved how he has the zombie just on the hood. You can see it's 3D printed, but the detail, you got the shovel, the wheels. I don't know what that screen is, but that is wild looking. It really is. I don't know if that's like soldering, but it is cool. You got that massive head of his just sticking out. I love it. I love just I don't know, I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, zombie fan. So this one was actually really cool to see someone do. This right here, guys, the Dominator 4, this is actually from Surge Creations. This is unique. I never even knew this car existed. It's a 2014 Dominator 2. It's an actual SEMA car. Custom made reed, I think it's reed timer, maybe, to intercept tornadoes for science. You see the new Channel 4. This looks so realistic, and I love the backdrop of this photo. It is well done, and you guys are gonna absolutely love this car, especially the way he built it. So I mean, just sitting in the woods collecting data, this is an awesome one. Let's zoom in on it so you guys can get the full visual. Look at the texture of this thing. Hold on, look at that. That is awesome. You got the headlight details. I mean, this looks very realistic. Look at that, another shot right there. I didn't realize that was his garage. I thought it was in front of a building. But there's his build right there. It is handmade, all aluminum, and I think it came out so good. Here's the real one right there at the SEMA show. If you want to compare it, I think he knocked this out of the park. It is very cool. Search Creations, you did an amazing job on this. This one entry alone that you sent in it's cool, especially the photos, man. This is a really awesome piece. So if you don't know who the actual owner of this is, you should really send him this, because I think he would really appreciate it. Just send him the photos, just tag him. I think that's awesome. And then of course back to Eric over at Diecast In. We got a 69 Boss with some really cool texture paint right here. You got a blue with the titanium and a gold mix in there with the Mustang sitting in the back. I don't know what he uses for the patterns, maybe some maybe screen overlays, I don't know, but definitely a fan of Eric's work. He has a crazy mind and puts some really cool things together. This one right here is a really cool piece. You guys know I love Back to the Future, and my man took a Cadillac Escalade and made it into the DeLorean. And I mean, even adding the touches of wiring and looms, that is really cool. Very cool. I think it would be really nice if you got it down to a really nice metallic or a polished surface, because it would give it a really nice DeLorean look. Even though you did give it a raw finish, I think the polish would really make it stand out. But it's a really cool build. I like that one. This was another one he did. It's maybe a Dodge Power Wagon. I don't know. I love the blue though. And I don't know if that livery is a factory release or not, or if this is a Tampo. Could be dyed. Not too sure. But I love the wheel choice on it. It's very nice. Blue on blue. And then here's the back shot of it. Blacked out taillights. Very clean. Yeah, it's definitely a fun looking truck. Here's the back shot of that Escalade. You got, man, this is making me want to do something with the Mustang and make it into a DeLorean. I would like to do a Back to the Future theme Mustang. And there's one I still want to build. It's the Fox body that was in the second movie. You briefly see it in the background, but very cool. Another wild creation, mixing the flatbed truck with, I don't remember what that front end casting is, but I think the front end is sitting on the, actually, yeah, those two right there together are supposed to be together, and he just mixed up the bodies. And I think it works for both, honestly. But I think what he did for the flatbed mixing in that front end, I think that looks much better than the cab over engine that's sitting on top. So really nice piece right there. This one right here, this is wild, guys. This is just insane. Like, I don't know how he thinks of this stuff, but you have the 84 SVO, but the one thing I love about it is this simple detail on this motor, adding the looms, the wire looms for the spark plugs, is a really, really nice touch. You have the anodized exhaust header, you know, changing colors from heat, the heat treated look. So it's a very, very interesting SVO with a rat rod front end. Then his other crazy stuff that he does, the 6-wheel thing, you saw the Civic that he did, and then having this 55 gasser with 6 wheels, just nuts. And I love how he blends the body. It's very seamless. So I'm trying to learn that, building that limousine 65, but nothing as smooth as this. This one right here is probably my favorite 55 gasser he did, and it's just because it's so clean. I love the dark green color to it, and the wheels. It is very classy, very nice. It's subtle. It's not too over the top. It's clean. I really do like this one, especially that front shot right there with the, you know, you got the gold accents, the red on the engine. Just, it's nice. It's very nice. The only thing I would say, if you added some headlight details, I don't know if they're blacked out or not. I think it would really just finish it off. But overall, very nice piece. This one right here is one of my favorites he did, mixing up the SVO front end on the Ultimate Grip. I just love that hood opening forward, the color. It's clean. So Matt and Ben talked about this one, and then of course this one right here is another just wild build from Eric's mind. You know, you got the Corvette mixed in with, I don't even know what rat rod that is, but it looks so Predator. It looks like the mask from Predator. And I know I have more shots of it later on, but there it is right here. That right there looks like the Predator's mask mixed in with Darth Vader's face. It is cool. It's the Greenwood Corvette mixed in with whatever rat rod that is. It's cool nonetheless. And I love the color fade that he does, the gold into purple, into a darker color. It's very nice. And this one is the Bel Air mixed in with, I don't know what that is, but I've seen something similar at different car shows. You got a tractor wheel on there. So it's like your ultimate, like, hey guys, we bought a bunch of cars and we put it all together, and this is something I'm bringing to a car show. So it's a very unique build. It looks like it almost has like a model, not a Model T, but like a T-bucket interior. I don't know. Very interesting. But here's another side shot of that Greenwood Corvette hybrid. You guys let me know if you agree. This looks like Predator's mask. It's cool. I definitely do like this piece though. This one is this is the Eric Mustang. This is something he did for me. He sent me a blue one with my number 22 on it, but mine doesn't have the opening hood like this one does, and I love this green. It's very clean. So it's the 68 Mustang Tune mixed and blended with the Erikenstein rod. But I will say I love this color. It is very nice, and you got some details for the headlights, the fog lights. You even have a little tow hook on the front right there. And then this side shot, let's zoom in a little bit for you guys, just so you can capture that paint job. That looks really nice. I love how it's like dark green, and it almost gives it like a gold appearance, but not. I don't know. It's a beautiful green. Another 6-wheel creation, the Bronco. It's just wild, and I don't know where you got those wheels, but I am definitely digging that. Super clean Bronco right here. Love that Spectra Flame red and the Steelies. Curious on where you got those wheels. Here's the back end of that 6-wheel. You got his signature skull in the back. I don't know where he gets those, but he has them on almost every custom he does. Is the skull with the little ruby eyes. And then here's the back end of that Bronco as well. Matching spare. Very nice touch. And then he looks like it's like some type of pattern on that. And then of course the 83 Silverado. This is a nice one. You got the green with the blue diamonds on the hood, going along the hood, but the roof and hood, I mean. But color matched wheels. Then you have the reverse. This is a really cool photo right here. Having the blue and green with the green and blue. So Hot Wheels should really come up with that. Do a 2-pack, but do a 2-pack like this, where you have one color scheme and then a reverse color scheme. I think that would be pretty cool. Here's that Mustang. There it is. So this is the 84 SVO that he actually took the top off, put the roll cage or half bar in there, and then the subs. It's definitely a really cool touch. And Hot Wheels does need to make a convertible Fox body. They really do. I love the 92 coupes and the notchbacks, or the hatchbacks, but they really need to bring a convertible out. And then of course you have that crazy blend of a 32 Ford up front, with of course the freaking spark plug wires that I absolutely love. It's very cool. And this one, the Baja Bone Shaker, this is a full custom as well. You got the Joker theme, really cool color setup, and these wheels are it says samed wheels. I don't know where you got those, but those are some pretty sweet looking tires. Here's the front shot of it. Very nice creation. And then of course you have these delivery vans, which look really nice. You guys let me know if this is a 56 Ford. I think it's a 56 Ford. But same texture on the roof. Color fade. Looks like you got twins, but the air filters are just two different colors. Looks like the same color blend. One filter's yellow, one's purple. Very nice builds though. Then there's the front shot of them. Very nice. I mean, my man sent in a lot of photos, and I really wanted to showcase these to you guys, because if I didn't, I would be doing you guys a disservice, not showing all these wicked customs that are out there. Here's a really cool buggy. I don't know what he did to the fenders. I don't know if that's a factory release or if this is his creation, but it is very unique. I love that battered, torn, worn out look. And then he also has the trailer pulling the T1 panel van. And then here's a really nice close-up shot of it. Yeah, I love that like paint worn look. This one right here, this is let's see, where are we at on this list? This one is Mike Dehart. I think these are the Buicks and Lincolns that he has. Buick Riviera Custom. This looks like a Lincoln actually, but he has a couple. Looks like a beautiful blue metallic with some wheels that he swapped off of maybe an M2. I know I have those wheels on a couple of customs Bob sent me. Here's the Buick Riviera right here, metallic red with the 2-piece wheels. Definitely like that. That is a nice setup right there. And then back to Chad. Buddy Chad with the Drift Civic. This is the start of it. I know we have a couple of the builds in here. But this is where it starts at. You guys know this mainline release right here. But here is his Dragon Ball Z EK9. This is awesome. This is a Dragon Ball Z themed Civic. You have the red interior. You even have the 3D printed figurines right there. Love it. It is very JDM inspired. Like, this is a heavy JDM car. I mean, you even have the culture all over this. Dragon Ball Z, Honda Civic, Type R. I mean, it all just balls up into one, and it is a very, very cool custom that he did particularly for the D-SEMA show. So a lot of work went into this. You got the interior, but this one, oh my gosh, this is nice. This was, I believe, the Falcon livery, and he did the window swap. I believe it's a window swap, and those wheels are just nice. The heat treated aluminum look is just beautiful. This is a really, really nice, very clean Civic. Big fan of that one. It looks really good. I love his backdrop right there. Yeah, that is nice. Here's another, this one is the Hirahata, and this one is the Merc mainline, which he put real riders on, and he did the right die on this one. So this one might be the purple, maybe the purple one, and he just re-dyed it and put the real riders on there. But man, that looks good. When I dyed my cars, they didn't come out so dark like this, and I think it's because he said he uses really, really hot water, and it really just soaks in, and still allows the tampos to shine through as well as the metal flake. So very nice color. And then he did the same thing right here on the Silverado. I believe this was the baby blue one. He dyed it in, I think he said brown. I think that's what he said. It was yeah, dyed it in brown. New exhaust. You see the exhaust tips on there. Interior, it's just clean. God, those are like 5-inch tipped exhausts on that. If it was to scale. But yeah, these dyed cars look really good. And here's that that drag Civic, and you can see he actually put an exhaust tip out of the hood, taking out the factory one. So very clean setup on this one as well. You have just the black bumper with the blue. Very, very nice. I mean, look at that meaty front Goodyear. That is the ultimate drift car right there. Or not drift car, drag car. So I will say I'm a huge fan of that setup that he did. Let's go ahead and zoom in if we can. Get that exhaust tip, man. That is cool. Here we go. We got this one, I believe this one's Rudy. Is this Rudy? Yeah, this is Rudy. Okay. Look at that, man. That is a really, really clean custom. Love the color. And of course you got the gold 6 spokes. I think this is the Corgi, actually. I think this is the Corgi Ford Escort 1981. It's gotta be. This one right here is the Matchbox Ford RS 200. Yes, because it should be the Rally. And I will say the camel is something you don't see anymore. You got the shell on there. I mean, the color is freaking awesome. So Rudy is from Belgium, so huge shout out to Belgium for this one. These are all resto and customs. So I think he did a phenomenal job on this one right here. I love this one. It's very clean. The paint job is very crisp. Very well done. And then this one's the beach buggy. You have the Golf livery, and I will say I do like the wheels, how he did the reverse color. So you have the orange and blue in the back, and then the blue and orange up front, which looks really nice. And I think it's a flawless piece. It really is. This one right here is a Marlboro. It is by Welly. It's a Land Rover, and this was copyright made in 2012. So very clean photo. I really do appreciate the photos that you submitted for this one. So you don't see too many Marlboro pieces anymore because I don't know. I think it had to do with kids' toys with the smoking. I don't know when they stopped doing that. But the Land Rover, this is a very well done piece right here. So I will say this one's probably, I'd say probably top favorite. And then the Escort RS 200. So this one, this is not a fan again. I don't know why this is way out of order, but the Ferrari F40 Roadster, and he took the wing off of this thing. That is like the one thing I love about the F40 is that nice box wing. But it looks good. It almost gives it a 308 look to it. It's definitely unique. So you have like a target top on this one. Very cool. And then you did the same thing on the Lexus IS 200. Maybe this is a 350. It's a 98 Toyota Altezza. So same car basically as a Lexus, but same thing, chop the top, very unique. And I just love his background. Like, he is constantly building things, and this was just one of his creations. Here's a side shot of the Ferrari F40. Does not look like an F40 anymore. This one is the Lamborghini. Which one is this one? Gallardo. So he did a full custom wing, front splitter, side splitter, even the rear diffusers, and the wheels on this one, of course. But man, those rear diffusers are massive. Nice side shot right there. The only thing I would say is, if the paint was like mint, it would just really take this up a notch. But still, overall, a really cool build. This is Larry Fry with this really cool hot rod right here. Let me zoom in for you guys so you can appreciate the paint job on this one. So this is the exact color he did my GTD, and I think it looks awesome. I love the wheels on this. This is the same wheels that Eric uses on his off-road. It was the Baja Bone Shaker that we saw earlier. So very cool. And then of course the 55 gasser and this really cool the Mystery Machine livery. So very nice. Even the water slides look good. Let's zoom in on this. Yeah, look at that. That is well done. Need to get my hands on some water slides to do some customs. And then you have this one. I believe it's a Mercury. Could be wrong. Let me see. Do I have it on here? Yeah, 49 Mercury, and I believe the first one was a 32 Ford Vicky, which this one's a 32 Ford Vicky. And then this one right here, the Tacoma. Now this one is, let me go to my notes real quick. This is Brian Key with the Toyota Tacoma. This is actually a full custom to match his 1-to-1 that he actually drives. And I think he has a color on here, which is color code is Lunar Rock. Look at that, man. That is nice. I love the backdrop, but it is a super clean custom. And like I said, Brian Key was the reason why we did the D-SEMA theme to this one. I thought it was a really cool idea. So it's one of his customs, and then this one is the Surf Crate. It's full custom blue. And I will say that leaving the yellow surfboard in the back just complements that dark color. I mean, that is a beautiful color choice. Awesome wheel setup. Here's another shot back to the Tacoma. I don't know why this is so out of order, guys. So bear with me. This process has taken a long time, but definitely showcasing some beautiful cars right here. But back to the Surf Crate. Beautiful wheels on this one. I love the stance of this casting. It's fantasy, but at the same time, it's something that you would definitely see at a SEMA show. So very nice restoration custom build. And here's a really nice close-up shot of that. This one right here was the Red Baron. This one I believe was his kid car. I mean, at least as a childhood. Let's see, is it in my notes here? Yes, this Red Baron was his childhood toy, and he did the remodel of it. So premium wheels, paint job. It looks like he polished it up a bit. It is very, very well done. And then I think we have a shot. There it is right there. So that's the shot of it before. That is the shot of it now. That is freaking nice. And then this one right here is the S550 he did in this gorgeous purple on purple. You even have some purple stripes on there. And this one was the, let's see, this is the, does it show it? Did I write it on there? I don't even think I wrote it on there. Beautiful purple. Love the color choice on that. Look at that. That is super glossy. Just ties it in. It's something I would see Bob do. Bob likes to do color match paint with wheels. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I think in this case, it really does work out well. But it's not like too in your face. So it looks good. Here's a super clean wheel swap. My favorite wheels that you can ever use on a Golf are these right here. Just the Golf blue and the Golf orange. That just ties it all together, and it looks so good. Just a simple wheel swap. Look at that. Man, that is nice. I want to get my hands on those wheels. That is very, very nice. Especially for a freaking Golf livery 2+2. I already love the car as it is, and that just really finishes it off. So well done. This one right here is George Janacek from Draco's Customs, Draco's Diecast, I'm sorry. This one is the funny car in this really cool lime green metallic Frankenstein. This is awesome. Absolutely awesome. So it looks like the order of these photos are all top shots. We'll talk as we go, but I will say I love how he did the green engine. You even see some green details inside the compartment itself. But this one right here is the flatbed truck. These are all really cool customs, and I love the two-tone that he did. The diamond plate to kind of separate the orange gives it a really nice two-piece look, even though it is a solid one-piece tooling. Very well done. Another top shot of his Greenwood Corvette. Beautiful purple. It's almost like a lavender, but I do appreciate the high and low spots and how he took this photo, really captured the body lines of it, and it really makes his car look so good. Here's a nice side shot, another purple on purple casting from a different customizer. But yeah, this looks good. I'd actually really like to own that one. It's a very, very nice color. Here's another nice shot of it. Here's a side shot of the Frankenstein Mustang funny car, and it looks like he has some, don't know if those are M2 wheels, or just I don't know where he got those wheels from, but I love this one. It's so cool. If you're ever selling these, let me know, because I definitely want to buy these Mustangs. It's Inferno Green, to be specific. And the Frankenstein decals, of course, I don't have the info on it. But I love this shot right here. It's a very cool casting. Bone Shaker, everyone's favorite. If it's not your favorite, it should be. And this one would probably be the car to sway you, is the Golf Custom. Look at that interior, guys. I mean, you got two-tone, maybe 3 different interior colors on it. Yeah, that is well done. And oh my gosh, those wheels. Man, that is nice. That is just well done. And I think the wheels is what really captures it and just finishes off the look. I love this one. This is nice. Here's a side shot of the flatbed. Man, those wheels again. It is an awesome duo to have. The Bone Shaker sitting on the bed of this would man, that is well done, dude. So George really knocked this out of the park, and I've seen him post these on Facebook, and I'm like, dude, those wheels, man. Next up is the Fox body. This one, this was another one he did, 84 SVO. And you can see that massive bulged hood on there, almost like he has a freaking massive twin screw roots blower on it, and massive drag wing. So very cool. The only thing I would say is if the hood, I know that hood is more of like the high output. There's a specific car that uses this type of hood, like the bulge hood like this. But I would love to see this on a traditional cow hood to really tie that with the drag wing. I think those two right here visually are just battling each other, because you have the nice drag wing coming off, and you have a rounded bulge hood. But I still give kudos and props to this build, because it's a very, very cool SVO, and I love how you made it look more like a 92. This one right here, a huge shout out to Mannix over in Australia. And this one his dad Ripples did. It's a matchbox casting with a simple wheel swap, and of course built the diorama. So his dad Ripples built this one. I absolutely love just dioramas like this. You know, it kind of gives you a snapshot of what this car can do. And I think this Bronco looks very cool. So I think it's an older think it's like a 1970 Ford Bronco, and that's the factory color it comes out in Matchbox with, so very nice. Here we go with Simple Man Mustang diecast. This is actually a 1/18 scale of the 2006 Mustang, red on red, very clean. I love the photography you did on this one. It is crisp. It is crispy, my dude. And then of course another shot of it. I gotta look on eBay for that one. Very, very nice. But this one right here, guys, the Celine Extreme. This one is, I don't think that's Maisto. Who makes this one? This is Auto World. So of course you got the best detail of this one. This one you can change the top, the tonneau cover right behind the seats, because that's what makes it the Extreme Speedster. But it is also autographed by Steve Celine himself. So this one is actually numbered, where's the info on this one? So this is number 44 of 252. That is freaking awesome. So not only is it very limited, but it's also autographed by Steve Celine. And then there it is without the tonneau cover. And then there it is with the top up. That is a beauty. Man, that's a beauty. I'm a huge fan of the Celines of the New Edge, and this dark shadow gray definitely does not disappoint. Next up we have is this one is a 66 Shelby GT Hertz. Of course, the iconic black and gold. Very nice details on this one. I think this one is what is this? Shelby Collectibles. So one that you can find either online, or you can go to the museum in Vegas and pick up this bad boy. Here's another build from Pete that we didn't get to showcase. Rear view first, not really the best, but here's the 6-wheel Hummer. I believe he said it was a Fast and Furious. Yep, Fast and Furious H1 Hummer, custom stick-built chassis, spoiler, diffuser, and in custom military green, and of course the wheels. But it also has a Hellcat engine sitting right back there, guys. That is so cool. And the one thing I didn't realize was this was actually a real car that was built and at a car show. I think it was SEMA, and he built it 1/64 scale. That is so awesome, man. I love the craftsmanship of this one. This one's probably my favorite of the ones he did, just because I like oddball stuff like that. But don't get me wrong, that Camaro he did was flawless. Actually, every car he submitted was flawless. Then of course we have the 64 Lincoln with this massive twin turbo V8 sticking out of the hood. And I think this one he said was a let's see, just twin turbo V8. It's black paint with candy red flames, which you can see right here, and it just looks great. The only thing I would say is if you can trim those axles just a little bit. I know we've seen them on other customs and wheel swaps. I think that would just really just tie it in, because you put in a lot of work on the flames, doing the motor, especially when it comes to like this stuff. And those axles fit on there perfectly, and I think it would have looked a little bit better, just maybe photo wise, if the axles were shortened. But still, I mean, I could not build this one. So gotta give credit, man. Pete, you did a freaking phenomenal job on these customs. One's a Car Spotter. This is a treasure hunt, old school treasure hunt. This is the 2004 treasure hunt, super smooth. Hot Wheels kind of brought stuff like that back, because fantasy trucks that were, you know, treasure hunts, premium wheels, I think they need to bring those back. This is like super lagging. Here is the 711 Supra, another factory release, nothing done to this one, just a photo entry. It's clean, but kind of wish it would have been maybe a wheel swap, maybe see something change about them, but it's still an awesome car that a lot of people were fighting over when they first initially dropped. So here is Cody Collins. He actually got this from the Cincinnati convention. It's a 41 Willys, and this is like the ultimate Mad Max post-apocalyptic. Like I said earlier, when we showcased the zombie one, my buddy Chad did. Post-apocalyptic wasteland builds. I love these. I've done a few myself, and I absolutely love this. I love the diamond plate he did on this. Whoever the builder was, he bought these at the convention. I think it looks so cool. And the one feature I do like is this roof hatch. because you are not getting in this window with this machine gun. So I think that's a really nice touch, because us as critique would ask, how would you get in this car? And they address it by putting a roof hatch. So I think that is a really nice touch. I mean, I guess you can get in this driver window, but I like that. And then this one, I want to say it's a Firebird. I don't know. But still very cool. Love the detail of it. Diamond plate work is really good. And this dozer piece, I don't know where they got it. Looks like it goes to some like clippers or something, but probably not. But it's very cool. You got some bead locks on there, maybe some Matchbox wheels. I don't think they're premiums. But very cool, man. You got the tubular frame in the back. Awesome. And then here's his custom 2010 with a big old machine gun out the side. Very clean. Still kind of Death Race, kind of a nod to Death Race in that color setup. This one's by Richard West. This is a let's see. This is a 67 painted in Duplicolors Bahama Blue Metallic. This is a nice color. Let me zoom in on this for you guys. Wow, yeah, that looks good. Got a couple chips here and there, but I mean, that is still a gorgeous color. Bahama Blue. I like that. This one right here, guys, this is a really cool piece. This is a mid-mill in Duplicolor Cranberry over bare metal. So I do like this one a lot. This right here is what I expect to see at SEMA, is something rolling down the carpet like this. And I do love the two-tone fender that he did. And it looks like on the notes I have here is he did a black base coat to make them darker than the body. So if you look at this side, you can see it's a really nice dark maroon with a light maroon body. Just gives it a nice contrast. And I love the pizza cutter wheels up front. Of course, the massive bead locks, but that is a really cool one. Then you have the Mercury right here. These are all spray painted, so not airbrushed. And I think he did a really good job with that one. So this one is Rust-Oleum Gloss Black with Green Apple. Look at that, guys. I will say that the smudge trim is kind of hurting this casting for the custom. I think the paint quality looks amazing though, but it's just the silver trim that's kind of hurting this one a little bit. But like I said, he did a really good job on this. This one's my favorite one. All right, back to Mannix. Now this one is this is an original Corgi Mustang, and his dad Ripples did the diorama. So I love that it just stayed raw. It's not, restored. I love the smoke cotton right there, and then of course you got the families there with their nice business suits. Very period correct, honestly. When the 65 came out, a lot of people were dressing up, with suits and ties, and this is a really cool diorama. I love this one. So again, huge shout out to Mannix over in Australia and his dad Ripples for the collaboration building this diorama right here, as well as the 1970 Bronco we saw earlier. So gotta love the Aussies, man. And then Christian over from Romania with the Bugatti. This is a 2016 Bugatti Chiron. I love the color fade. You got like a mustard yellow fading into black, nice white wheels on this one, and also on a little diorama right there with some trees and grass. But I will say I do love how he did the red, because it just pops. And I think the color choice fading from yellow to black was a good idea, because if he would have done it the other way, I don't think the red would have popped as much. So I think the choice of how he did that fade was perfect and spot on. So very cool custom right here of the Bugatti. So shout out to Romania, Christian, for sending this one. Here's a front shot of it. So you got some really nice headlight and grille details. Yeah, this one's cool. Here is Larry Fry's GTD he sent in. I had to showcase this one because this is a beauty. Look at this, guys. I mean, that color he did. He did the Ford Ficky in that color earlier. And I love the Gran Turismo PlayStation. I grew up with PlayStation and Gran Turismo, so the fact that he tied this all together on the GTD was amazing. I love that. I love the PlayStation underneath the wing. It's a very nice touch. Now, yes, the axles are preventing that front wheel from sitting, but still it does not take away from the overall build and that color. So it looks like it'd be black, but of course, with the right light, you see that nice like pinkish purple, just like how it is right there. Very clean. So yeah, you can see a little bit on that front bumper where the light kicks off of it. And then this one, I had to submit this one. This is the blue Eric and Stang that Eric did over at Diecast Sin. Very cool piece. This is just cool, man. I love it. You got my Mustang Hunter, what do you call it? Initials on the back, number 22, and then of course my lucky number 6 on the side. Very unique, and I just now realized it has racing stripes on those filters. Very cool, man. I just love the detail he put into this. Gotta love it. And I love how he put like this screen. Gotta ask him what he used for that. It's a unique piece. And then can't forget Pussycat with this one right here. This is the Liberty Walk Lamborghini he did. I did a multi-pack for him. So this is like full Iron Man color. You got the maroon and gold with the black wheels, just clean. And I will say Pussycat definitely loves his gold, and I do too. It's one of my favorite things he does is the black and gold, white and gold, all that stuff is awesome. So here's a really nice shot of it right here. It's got some steelies on it. Then he did the Corvette blue and gold. Like I said, his signature touch is always gold. So I definitely like this one. Just unique pieces. And then this one's my favorite of some of the ones he sent. He sent a lot of really awesome customs my way, but I will say the black and gold is nice, man. It is clean. The gold Matchbox wheels really tied off, and then you got the gold interior. This is a very nice piece, almost like FAO Schwartz type of theme to it. And then Bobby Mills with the Integra, which I think he said he never showed anyone. Spoon Integra he painted in cream color and white multi-spokes. He never showcased this one, but it is clean. Definitely a clean Spoon Integra. I've always been a fan of this Honda front end versus the 4i. I think those are called bug eyes. I don't know, you guys let me know, but that is clean, very clean. He needs to showcase a little bit more of his work. But I like how the front wheel is almost like it has like a turned, like when you pose your car, and of course you have the canards on the front bumper right there. And I think that is it for that one. So now that we've gone through all the entries, let's go ahead and go through the subcategories, which we do have. So we have best truck, best livery, most unique, and cleanest whip. And then we're going to announce who my top 3 are. Let's go ahead and go with the best truck. So one of my top favorites was this one right here, the Toyota Tacoma from Brian Key. It is just clean, very simple. I love just the photo of it, and it's just well done. And like I said, it is actually his lunar rock color, so it's his 1-to-1 build, and I don't know, I just love it. It's one of my favorite trucks out of all the showcases. There were some really good ones, I'm not gonna lie, there were some tough ones, but when I'm looking at overall, just like if I saw this in store, I'd be like, man, that's a nice color, nice wheel setup. It's just very factory. It is really clean. So this was one of the 3. And then this one right here, guys, this is my number 2. I love this flatbed truck, man. The color is just, man, George knocked this one out of the park. So this one is definitely a sweet one. Like I said, I love how he did the 2-tone on the bed, the Gulf livery, the wheels. It is chef's kiss right there. So that is my number 2. Number 1 is this one right here. This freaking custom with the trailer. This is a top-notch build, and this one was from Brian Phillips. So this one is my number one choice out of the truck series. This is a beautiful. I mean, it looks like it took a lot of work to do the wheels, the connecting points for that gooseneck, the trailer. I mean, it is awesome. It is an awesome custom. I love it, man. So well done for that one. Those are my top 3 for best truck. And like I said, my number 1 pick is this one right here. Let's go to best livery. This is a livery paint, etc. So we'll go with this one from Larry. This is my number 3 pick, with the GTD, of course, the PlayStation Gran Turismo Deco. It is just, I don't know, I love the color. It is still my top 3 for the best livery out of the whole showcase. So Larry, be proud of this one. It's not a bias thing just because it's a Mustang. I love the PlayStation Gran Turismo. That's just a personal preference. So I love it, especially the GTD. Number 2 has to go with my buddy Chad's EK9 Dragon Ball Z. It is just a really cool piece. It's I definitely love the anime JDM tied together. It works really well, and I love the Dragon Ball Z on the hood and the red interior. That's what made that one go above my GTD. Is I love white with a red interior, and then having white on white, man, that is very clean. So solid number 2. And then number 1 has to go with the 64 Impala. This thing is just, it's clean, man. I love the Vincent Van Gogh. You guys know I'm a huge Lowrider fan, and I love that it is a full custom Impala, down to, you know, the car club trophy frame on the back, the hood prop, the engine. I mean, it is a nice 64 Impala. So this is my number 1. Just very clean, and I love the Lowrider, man. Love the hydraulics, just awesome. So those are my top 3. Number 1 being the 64 Impala out of the best livery. Most unique. So my number 3, and this is number 3 because of the cars that are above it, but still, I think this was just one of my top, it's just very unique, man. And I love a zombie build. I love zombie movies, and this one was just fun. It looks like you just had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, just well done. Love the detail, the blood splatter. I mean, you did a really good job on this. And you gotta let me know what you did on those windows. If it's, I don't know if that's soldering. I don't know. It's cool, man. I freaking like it. This one is my number 2. It's the Ute pickup mixed in with the SVO from Eric. I love the color choice, but I love the mix between Mustang and truck. And the one thing I do like about it a lot is the hood opening forward, and that's really the main thing that puts it above the zombie car. Is I like that it is a truck that you just made different, forward opening hood. I love the color. It's just a very nice Mistachrome type, and it's just, man, I love the side profile. Like, I just love how it's like kind of lifted in the front, and the body line kind of slants back. It looks cool. Now number 1 has to be this one. This is my number 1 choice out of this lineup. This is too cool, man, and I have to give credit where credit's due. You put in a lot of work on this one, and I think the photos of showing how you built it out of, actual body panels and doing the body work and hand building it, just put it at the top of my list for this category. So well done on this one. I love the photography that you did. It looked so real, and I'm not joking. You need to send this to the owner of that car. I think he would really appreciate this. But yeah, this one wins top in this category for sure. So that was the most unique. So he definitely won most unique. Cleanest whip. This is like factory release. we're gonna go with the Celine Extreme right here. This one's number 3. I know it's low on the list, but still, picking a top 3 out of this category was hard. But I'm a huge fan of the New Edge Celine, so that's why this one made my top 3. So down to the signature, down to the swappable tonneau cover and the convertible top. It was a really nice submission. So Steve, thank you so much for being a participant in this one. Even though they're not 164 and they're 118s, it's an awesome piece, man. Especially being limited and signed, that is awesome. Now this one, it went above the Mustang based off of I love what this car looks like as a whole. I mean, the wheel setup, the stance, the colors, everything about it is just clean. And to say that this goes above a Mustang is very hard for me, but I have to appreciate this one. This is a really nice casting. So this one is definitely going in as number 2, which this one is from Jay McDonald. So thank you so much for being a part of this. Taking second in your category, that is awesome. Definitely hold your head up on this one. Now, ultimate top choice goes to my buddy Chad. This is just, it's way too clean, man. Like, I know you just removed the livery, but I think the color, the interior, the wheels, I think the wheels is what makes it for me. It's just clean, dude. Like, man, well done. Well done. Simple wheel swap, deco removal, just changed this car. Even though this one is a solid piece, this one is just clean. Like, I appreciate a clean JDM build. I gotta say, this one was my top choice. So Chad, congratulations on that one. And then, of course, my top 3. You guys are waiting for it. I don't want to showcase it yet. So this one is Richard West. This is the mid-mill. And like I said earlier, guys, finding my top 3 is very, very hard. But overall, winning top 3 out of everyone's submission, this car just screamed SEMA to me. I mean, I love the color choice. I love the wheels. And this was just something I would love to see roll down the carpet at SEMA. So that's why I chose this one as 3rd place for my top 3. And I just love the two-tone. He could have gone solid color. The fact that you just separated it just by doing a black base coat, in my opinion, made it just a little bit better. So that's a very awesome piece. In second, we have Eric and Stang build that he did, the 68 tuned mixed in. And like I said, I love this one. Love the green. Love the opening hood feature of it and the details. It is a very, very nice piece. So taking second, definitely commend you for that one, man. I mean, trying to pick top 3 is hard. It is very hard. Number 1 choice out of everything, my number 1 pick is the Bone Shaker right here. And George's Bone Shaker definitely does not disappoint. This thing is awesome. Like I said, the wheels really, really make this casting. And the Bone Shaker's been one of my favorites for a long time. But I think the way he did this one, it's just clean. I love it. I love the wheels on there. It's not, you know, orange chrome or gold chrome. He could have gone that route, but he didn't. And I think the way he did the two-tone wheel is what made it. And then, of course, doing the separation of color on the interior. So this is my top choice out of all of them. Would have to go to this Bone Shaker. So of course, I wasn't going to pick the ones that Ben and Matt did because they already selected those. And those were the Australian choices. This is mine for the US for the top 3. And then, of course, the subcategories. Gotta commend you guys. I thank you so much for, of course, the patience, your submissions, being a part of this D-SEMA Car Show. And like I said, I'm going to be working on prizes for each one of the categories, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And then, of course, all the 1st place winners of the overalls. So bear with me, guys. Give me some time. I got to come up with a really cool thing I want to do for you guys. There's no monetary win for this one. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Of course, Diecast DB, thank you so much for sponsoring this one. Boy Racer Ben, Matt over at Mini Car Realm, thank you guys so much for also helping with this huge feat of a car show. So that is all I have, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Stay tuned till next year. We're gonna do a little bit better, a little bit more in depth, a little bit better as far as how we showcase these. But yeah, this was awesome way to finish up 2025 with the Diecast SEMA show. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you guys so much, and of course, stay tuned until next time.